And then right at the time we came pose down, I just came out of the lineup, boom.
Right
so
next to him.
Boom. The Masters Mr Olympia 1994. The whole audience went, Lou! Robby Robinson. I went, So I walked over to Wayne. I said, Wayne, my name is not Lou Ferrigno. He said, what? I said, Lou's name is on this check.
You're in Amsterdam, and next thing you know, Wayne invites you back to the USA to do the first ever Masters Mr Olympia. What happened?
No, I was at this point. I had went from Holland because I now had a nice big piece of money. I had a really nice home in Zoetermeer. So I kind of started getting exhibitions and stuff from other organizations while I was there. See, that triggered me. So I got in really good shape. And I was able to.
Oh, you kept training and eating and all of that stuff.
Yeah. I never stopped. I kept doing the same thing that I had done my whole life.
I think you told me you were posing for Serge Nubret, right? He had his own organization, Serge Nubret.
Yep. See, all those things helped revive my whole bodybuilding mindset, even though I was just training and not really competing anymore. So I went to these different organizations, WBBA, or NABA. I won the Mr. Universe in the NABA division. All those things just kind of compiled it. You know, if you stay with what you think is positive and believe in yourself, regardless of what the situation happened, positive things happen.
Absolutely. So Wayne invites you to do the Mr. Olympia Masters, and you are going against the Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno.
I was in, at this point, Norway. I was in Norway. From that point, had an apartment in Norway now. Yes, I say, got a little piece of money in my pocket in the bank. And I went to Norway and was working over there with the guy by the name of Houston. He was preparing for competitions and everything. And in that process of that, by this time there was Flex magazine. So he came to me and said, Robby, you need to contact Wayne DeMille. They're having a Masters Mr Olympia. And I said, okay. So I contacted Wayne. He said the Masters of Mr Olympia is this date, time 1994. And we want you to come to Mr. I started training that day. I started training immediately that day, preparing myself for the competition. What my thought of it was, they need to sell tickets.
Yes.
The place was sold out. Everybody was hoping that Lou would win it, because that way Lou had a contract to do a movie. And in that process of getting ready to do that movie, he needed to win.
Yes.
And in the whole concept of it, he had signed the contract. Everything was done. When it came to Masters of Mr Olympia, first the Masters of Mr Olympia 1994, the whole audience went, Lou! Robby Robinson. I went,
And the crowd went.
That was not a
silent.
Nobody said a word. It was silence.
Wow.
Joe, the people that had put Lou already on all the covers pretty much for the IFBB, Flex magazine, all over the world. You're talking 101 countries had him on the cover.
So photo shoots were done. Magazines were like printed. They're ready to go out, waiting for Lou just to pick up the trophy. But he never picked up the trophy. You picked the trophy.
Yeah. They had already groomed him, because he was, as I say, he all was coming out of the acting pretty much. Now Lou is the next one in line.
Yes.
That's what was supposed to happen. But Lou lost the competition. He canceled the contract. I think it pretty much messed him up permanently.
Yeah.
He was not the same after that.
Yeah.
And that's again, you have that up and down thing
Of
in
course.
life. He went from the Hulk to not being recognized pretty much after
Yeah.
that. Him losing the Masters Olympia cost him millions of dollars.
Because you're talking movies, covers, sponsorships.
Everything. And Joe Weider, because Lou lost, Wayne DeMille was kicked out as the president of the IFBB.
Wow.
If you notice, he's not there. Jim Manning took over. Okay, because Jim Manning was Wayne's right-hand guy.
Makes sense.
Okay? And in that process, Wayne became extinct. My win in the competition, the reason I won it by 1 point.
Wow.
Wayne gave me that 1 point.
Oh my gosh. So I think where was it? I saw it was 300 for each one of you, and Wayne gave one, so it was 301.
See, what happened, Wayne and the FERRIGNOs had got into it.
Oh, wow.
So that was a big mess in that whole circumference of things.
Yes.
And Wayne gave me that 1 point.
Wow. Redemption. Talking about redemption.
Yep.
Coming full circle. And you told me this amazing story about the check. You got a check for $25,000. What else was on the check?
You know, that was a sad moment for me because I thought that in the process of all of that 25,000 was my thinking. I said, well, it's 25,000. Lou would get 10, I would get 5, and then Boyer Cole would get 3 to 4, and then 1,000 for maybe to the next couple of people. But I won the whole thing. When I got the $25,000 check, at first I looked at it and I thought, that's not my name to myself. And it said, Lou FERRIGNO.
Oh my gosh.
So I walked over to Wayne after it all was done. Everybody was talking, and they had Joe in a corner. All the countries had Joe in a corner against the wall, screaming and hollering. There was no banquet that night because every time there was a competition.
Sure, there was no celebration. The banquet canceled
that night. And I went, I said, no banquet to this night. And in the process of all of that, it was a bad scene. That's what I remember the most.
But you basically just went to Wayne.
And the tears in my eyes right now about it because I thought it would be handled better than that, but it wasn't handled better than that because it caused a lot of pain for everybody.
Of course, yeah. So you ended up going to Wayne and just told him like, hey, Wayne, can you change the name?
You know, the check, that's what I'm talking about. You know, really, seriously. Tears in my eyes right now because when I looked at the check, it says Lou FERRIGNO.
Wow.
So I walked over to Wayne. I said, Wayne, my name is not Lou FERRIGNO. He said, what? I said, Lou's name is on this check. And he took the check and came back later to my room and gave me the check with Robby Robinson, $25,000 on it.
Wow. Amazing.
But that's,
story.
you know, he was supposed to win it.
Yeah.
I was supposed to come in second. I already had pictured that out. They needed to sell tickets.
Yes.
They know that I sell tickets. You know that I had this incredible, astonishing physique, but they were going to give it to Lou anyway.
Yes.
I already knew that. So I wasn't offended about it. I just had been doing it and going through that for so long. You just become...
Totally.
You know, you come...
I mean, that's how they sold the tickets. It was the Incredible Hulk versus the Black Prince.
Yeah.
And the Hulk...
Yep. People wanted to see incredible physique.
Yes.
So me coming there and dominating and winning the show... I mean, when we came out on stage, they kept Lou as far away from me as they could.
Wow.
That was the whole thing.
Don't compare.
And I observed it. And then right at the time we came poles down, I just came out of the lineup. Boom.
Right next to
him.
Boom. Okay, so check this out. This was, I think, Lou at his biggest. He was over 300 pounds, and you were like, what, 210?
Probably 210.
210. So we're talking 100-pound difference, and you were almost as big as him. Because you were sculpted.
But you know what the downfall of the thing with Lou was? Too much color. He had too much. It washed out all the lines, all the muscularity.
Oh, wow.
And that's what they told me. See, because my skin is so dark, they wanted him to duplicate that. But he's white. You can't do that. Because if you do it, it's going to wash all the lines out. Wow. And that's what he did. But then when they went backstage to try to clean him up, it was too late.
Yeah, they already messed up.